What makes Telluride special? In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the few things that have kept me living in Telluride for the last 10 years. This is the kind of place that even when you're traveling around the world in one of the most beautiful countries on the planet, I still feel like I miss home day in and day out. And there's a few very explicit reasons for that are meaningful to me and that I find are a trend across the vast majority of visitors. Here's the 5 things that I miss the most, even when sitting here in Italy. I can't wait to come home. Each of these 5 things also have a deeper meaning. So here's the breakdown. There is not a single stoplight in all of the county. San Miguel County has 2 roundabouts, 0 stoplights. The deeper meaning to this is you walk everywhere. This isn't the kind of lifestyle where you have the speed of needing a car. In fact, the entire town is only 1 mile long by 5 blocks wide, but who has time to count blocks when everywhere you look, you feel like a kid at Christmas with national park like views in each and every direction? There's just absolutely so much beauty encapsulated in this tiny box canyon. How else does that size matter? Well, it really adds to the sense of community that you get in Telluride. Even visitors who have been there for a couple of days start to recognize the local faces around town or run into the same friends that they made at the restaurant the night before. This is the kind of place where you might show up with a car rental, but you're never going to need it. You're going to be taking a scenic, free gondola ride to and from the different towns, to every activity, every meal, and every social gathering. So when you close your eyes and you think of paradise, what do you see? You're probably a little bit like me and visualize things like wildflowers, waterfalls, and the kind of place that just inspires humility simply by its grandeur. All of that is at your fingertips with the national forest and open space that surrounds our tiny town. Pick your sport or hobby, and we've got it. I'm talking unlimited trails for hiking, biking, horses, backpacking, Jeep tours, or 4x4 traffic. You have history, snowmobiling, skiing. This moat of public open space is absolutely endless, and it creates an incredible sense of exclusivity, quiet, and because it's so small, we have such a limited availability for people to come and enjoy it, so you never feel overrun. It's the kind of place that turns the mundane into something extraordinary. If you chose to go for a drive, it would look something like this, and you'd unlock yet another huge realm of adventure around every single corner. Number 3 might feel a little bit obvious, but the question is, what does A++ world-class skiing have in common with school? Well, Ski P.E is the kind of place where kids have absolutely so much to do during the daytime. When they get out of school, it's not about going to the movies. It's more about going and checking out their favorite waterfall, engaging their curiosity at alpine lakes, and safely exploring a town independent from adults. Our school system is consistently ranked in the top 5 in all of Colorado. There's nothing more important, and I can't stress how incredibly unique it is, down to everything like Ski P.E. That's right, 1 to 2 times a week, depending on your kid's age, they get their physical education credit by skiing the entire mountain with their friends in tow. Even better than something like Ski P.E. is the level of safety that this town offers. This safety is actually what inspired me to move to Telluride from a very, very young age. The ability to walk around without having to worry, look over your shoulder, the social etiquette that's built in where everybody knows everybody and your kids are being cared for and looked after even when you're not there holding your hand. We're going to hitch number 4 and 5 together. Number 4 being that Telluride's hard to get to. We don't get overrun by tourists in the same sense. It is the destination. It's not just the pass through town. You come to the Box Canyon to enjoy the feeling of being boxed in there. There's no need to leave because everything's at your fingertips. And although it might be a little bit more challenging with an extra flight to get down, depending on what city, there are a handful of cities where you can get direct flights into Montrose and have a scenic drive into the town of Telluride or even to Tex Airport, which is a nice 15 minutes outside of town. Because it's hard to get to, that keeps it more exclusive. You're not going to run into as many people on the trails, and we just simply don't get overrun like other mountain resorts, Vail, Aspen, few that come to mind. That ease of access means anybody can access, and that can really damage the enjoyment factor of a beautiful place. So while we really don't get overrun, there is one time of year where we absolutely do, and that's festivals. We're talking about world class music where the stage has a backdrop of Bear Creek. You have people from every angle of life showing up to listen to incredible performers. These festivals have so much, even for families. They're incredibly family friendly, and they actually offer things like face painting, on site food and beverages, bouncy houses and slides for the littles. And it's absolutely one of my family's favorite thing to do all summer long. There is more than just music. We also have festivals that engage your intellect, such as the Mountain Film, Mushroom Festival, Original Thinkers. Things like this really set Telluride apart from other places. And for me, it definitely satisfies the desire for the energy of a big city. We have visitors that show up on a Thursday and leave on a Monday to create one of the best memories they're going to have all year long. And if you stick around beyond the Monday of departure, you get to fall back into that nice slow pace with room to breathe, kick your feet up and relax, and you're back to feeling like you have this entire valley to yourself. And for these 5 reasons, I absolutely can't wait to get home. Exchanging this for a little bit more of this.